Hello, hello, and welcome back to some more Space Quest. We are moving on to number 4 tonight. The best Space Quest, in my opinion. But you can judge for yourself. Yeah, this is the first in the series to be point and click, so we're moving on from the text parser kind of format. And it also is fully voiced, which I'm just going to pause here because it's gonna get into the game in a moment. But yeah, this is the first one to be fully voiced. There's only 2 in the series that are actually fully voiced. 3 if you include the demo, but it's kind of not really an actual game. But yeah, there's only these 2, number 4 and number 6. Number 5 is not fully voiced. From what I understand, it's because of they didn't have the budget for it, which is a bit of a shame because I do really like the voiceovers in these games, especially Gary Owens. He's a very cool narrator, as you will soon find out. But yeah, we will jump into this one. We won't be rushing through this because this one has a lot of fun kind of voice lines to discover. So we're going to try and do our best to uncover a lot of those and all the different deaths. I think this one has quite a few different ways to die. And yeah, we're gonna do that. Yes. Is there anything else? No. I guess without further ado, we will watch the intro to get a little update on Roger and see what he's been up to since being rejected by Ken Williams to be a janitor for Sierra. It's weird because he went through a black hole, right, and ended up in our galaxy and ended up on Earth, but then it's kind of I can't remember if it explains or touches on how he kind of got back to wherever he originated from, although I guess he didn't really I don't know. Space Quest 3, he was floating around in space for quite a while, so who knows where he actually ended up. But yeah, I guess we'll see. We shall watch the intro.
We rejoin our friend and semi-hero Roger Wilco as he rockets back toward his home planet Xenon, which he hasn't seen since Space Quest 2. Having successfully rescued those 2 ingrates from Andromeda, he decides a pit stop on Magmethius is in order.
It's Gary Owens, the legend.
During the descent to this cosmic canteen, he is unaware of the interest that has been generated regarding his fate.
We have confirmation of his position, Master.
Off to Magmethius with you, then. It is time for Wilco to meet the fate which I have crafted for him.
As our story begins, we find the aluminum mallard parked outside a seedy spaceport bar. We join Roger as he relates one of his greatly exaggerated tales of adventure. The aliens are only too happy to listen, as long as Roger is by.
There is this deadly root monster.
So we have the game title at the top of the screen, which pay attention to that as we play through.
Are you Roger Wilco?
Yeah.
Please come with me.
He's in trouble.
Hello, Roger Wilco. Surprised to see an old friend? You have no idea how special this moment is for me. This is no chance encounter, I can assure you. I have this one loose end to tie up before I begin my reign as the supreme being of all that exists. I do not like to lose. You are a blemish on what would otherwise be a perfect record of domination, terror, and invincibility. Besides, I'm still a bit miffed about that asteroid deal in Space Quest 2. Anyway, to relieve the pain of my humiliation and to prevent you from being a pain in my future, you must die. It's been nice seeing you one last time. Then, do the dirty deed.
Skipped a dialogue line there. Usually this is either text or voice. You can't have both, but ScumVM allows you to have both at the same time, which is kind of cool.
Mr. Wilco, follow me and do exactly as I say. Let's move!
Let's move.
Hey, I want to know what the...
Listen, I can't explain it all to you now. They've got a beat on our coordinates. We've got to move fast. We gotta do this fast. Shield your eyes! Jump into the time rip! Do it now! You've got to! If I take the time to explain, we're both parking lot pizza. You'll understand soon.
Woo! There he goes. Into the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Touch the rainbow. And there we go. The game title has changed. We are now Space Quest 12. We've jumped ahead in the series somehow.
Now where am I? You wonder aloud to non-existent auditory organs. This place sure looks homey. Hey, wait, this looks just like Xenon. It is Xenon. It's really a pile. Along with the changes induced by an armed conflict, the city looks different, more modern, with a heavy dash of post-disaster seasoning. Casually glancing at the status line, you happen to notice that you're in Space Quest 12.
We are.
What's happened? Who was that guy with the overdeveloped hairdryer? Why did you let yourself be talked into jumping into some strange shimmering hole? Why are you talking to yourself? These incredibly intriguing questions will quickly be forgotten with barely an electron stirred in that well-armored orb atop your shoulders.
There we go. It's our intro. We got the point and click menu now. This one's a little different than usual point and clicks though. We have the usual walk. We have the usual look.
A brightly colored mechanical hair wanders about.
We have the grab.
The hare, anticipating your clumsy attempt to catch it in the open barehanded, won't come anywhere near you.
But we have the talk.
You talk to yourself, but are stumped for a reply.
But we also have smell.
Ah, the aroma of several adventure games emanates from your person.
And we have taste.
I'll bet you wish you could.
So we have a lot of interesting interactions to play around with in this one.
The wreckage left by the destruction of the entire Xenon civilization tastes a little like some ancient ruins you once sampled.
This is like my favorite part of this game. You can just taste and smell everything, and it gives you like amazing, like all unique dialogue for
Finding
them.
the taste unpleasant, you quickly swallow it. What a smart person you are.
Alright, so we're gonna have a look around first. What do we got?
The large structure in the background captures your curiosity.
We've seen a little,
More rubble can
what
be
looks like
seen
an
to the north.
Energizer bunny wandering about.
It's you, Roger Wilco, Space Guy.
Oh, yeah.
A twisted and broken expanse of cityscape stretches south from here, negating possible travel plans in that direction. Decaying and destroyed buildings now house the apparently non-existent population of Xenon.
What else can we...
You inhale deeply and detect the aroma of very old traffic. The snappy scent of freshly chopped buildings fills the air.
What about the bunny? Can we smell the bunny?
You don't have time for that now.
We don't have time for that now. What about...
You don't have time.
Yeah, we don't have time for it. Alright. What have we got? A Buckazoid? 59 Buckazoids. Okay. So, detail... I never understood these detail sliders in these games because they don't seem to do anything. Like... Looks the same. I don't understand it. Just crank it up to 1,000. We'll leave it there. Alright, I don't know if I have one called items. We call this SQ12. Okay, so this game, the original of this game was, I think I've mentioned this before, but it was plagued by timing problems because all of the timing of things in the game was based on the CPU cycles, and obviously as you start playing this game on more modern hardware, the CPU cycles get faster and faster. Oh, we got a zombie guy. Okay, well it was a good time I saved because this guy is not our friend.
This is the only form of actual life that you've seen here. Its clothes are tattered, and a grotesque metal contraption is clamped to its head, which serves to hold the eyelids permanently open.
Yeah, so playing this on modern computers would cause issues where the timing of events was way too fast and would make the game pretty much impossible to do a lot of things within it. I struggled a lot with this as a kid because our computer that we had was this game came out in 1991. I think the computer I originally played this on, I would say we got in 1998 or something around there, and that computer was already too fast to run this game. So there was points that you'd get to and it was just it just felt impossible to do anything. But fortunately what we're running it through fixes that issue. So
being downwind of the cyborg, you are very aware that it smells like a slice of luncheon meat that's been walking around in the sun too long.
Nice. Can we taste him? Oh. We didn't get a chance to taste him. Now we die.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pet load.
Alright, we'll count that as a death because I wasn't prepared for that one, so. Alright, lucky I saved though. I kind of want that guy to come back though so we can taste him. That is a weird sentence to say. Out of context. Okay, we'll go this way anyway. There's a lot of... you can die a lot around here, so...
This sealed, battered building is the last one standing in the southwestern area. A quick inspection reveals nothing of interest, other than a glove box.
Other than a glove box. There's a couple of items that are kind of almost optional in this. And some are bad, and some are good.
That's not a very clean habit.
It's not.
It tastes like ship. The
Funny.
zesty tang of nitroglycerin fills the air around the ship. It smells like something that wasn't designed for noses.
Alright, so I think we can look in
A quick
here.
inspection reveals nothing
Oh,
of
we did that
interest
already.
other than a glove box.
We can interact with this. Can have a look.
The interior of the air car sports many broken gauges and instruments, as well as a glove box.
So this part here, I remember this as a kid, right? You'd walk onto this screen and you had to interact with this ship and go into the glove box to see what was in there. The robot we saw earlier will come onto the screen every now and then, and you have to obviously not be around when it's here. but because of the timing issues, the robot on the screen would pretty much appear like maybe 5 seconds after you get onto the screen. So you had like 0 time to walk over here, inspect the ship, open the glove box, take what you need, and then get off the screen again. Otherwise you died. So it was like really hard to do.
The interior of the air car sports many broken gauges and instruments, as well as a glove box.
So we'll interact with that.
Don't mess with...
Try to. There we go.
After taking a quick look around to reassure yourself that the place is as dead as it looks, you snitch the Pocket Pal laptop.
Pocket Pal trademark. Cool. So yeah, if you try to do this, like with the timing issues, you don't get time to inspect anything. You just have to run in here, grab it, and then get out. As you can see, like oh god, our friend's back. We have enough time to kind of inspect stuff, which is good. Let's just do a save. We'll have a look at what we got. Oh. We can't...
Nothing.
How do we inspect?
This is just a dumb terminal. It won't do anything by itself. This is just a... This... It would serve... This is...
Well, you can inspect it more than that. It's kind of weird. Alright. I don't think we need to do anything else on that screen, so we'll just chill out over here. I did want to smell that... Wait, taste that guy. I want to taste that guy when he comes back. Come back to me, sir. We'll have a look over this side, though, while we're waiting. Right, what do we got?
A battered and boarded storefront shows the wear and tear a little war can have on it. The grate is anchored securely by bolts with corroded heads. What looks like fluid is actually a mixture of toxic atmospheric solids.
Nice.
It's a lightweight, worn piece of rope. It's very pleasant looking.
Alright, what else? Smell it.
There's a sweet, fruity odor coming from the building. It smells great. It smells just as good as it looks.
Okay. This one's pretty good.
Wild berry.
Wild berry. It must be the fruity taste we could smell.
It tastes great. It tastes just as good as it
hiya,
smells.
sailor.
Hey, Born, how's it going? You made it. Welcome back. Just in time. We're just getting into this one. I'm gonna grab this rope. Probably gonna come in handy.
You take the small, frayed, useless-looking length of rope.
Alright, so we can use that soonish. We will do a bit of looking around first, though. I'm doing pretty good. Playing some Space Quest 4, so I can't complain. Friday home office, nice. So it's tomorrow you've got your bike thing, right? I think you mentioned. Game Terrorist. Welcome back. How's it going? Oh god, there's our friend. We gotta taste him, quick.
Not with your tongue.
Okay, we're not tasting him. He's not on the menu today. You finally catch a stream. Nice. We've caught a good one. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. How are you doing? Can we have a look at... Is there any more detail if we look from here?
You stand centrally located in perhaps the only debris-clear area on the surface of this city. This was a busy intersection of commerce when times were happier and life, well, just existed. An odd structure looms in the distance.
Can we smell it?
It's probably the most nauseating thing to smell in the whole family of smells.
Damn it. Don't smell that then. Tomorrow, Saturday... Got to talk later because it should get 35 degrees. Damn. That's too hot for me. 30 is like, that's my limit. I think. I don't function very well in the heat. Alright, we've got this thing. This is apparently a tank, if we look at it from memory.
The structural warpage and the enormous gaping hole indicate a violent end for this corroding battle machine.
Or battle machine. I don't know if that means tank.
It smells exactly like the hull of a useless, burnt-out battle vehicle. It needs salt.
Needs salt, apparently. Not salty enough. So, inside here, there is...
Surprisingly, no one has taken this small, innocuous-looking piece of unstable ordnance.
I wonder why. So, we can take this, but it's bad for us. I can't remember... Oh, shit.
Another of Xenon.
Oh, God. Roger. You gotta get out of there, sir. He's coming for you. We escaped. We escaped certain death. So yeah, you can grab that unstable ordnance, but actually maybe we'll save. I can't remember how it works exactly. But we'll grab it and I'll show you. In the mountains it should only go up to 20. Okay, well that's more reasonable. That's still quite hot. I think that's kind of like the height of our summer would usually be like 26, around 26. Sometimes when we have like crazy hot weather it gets into the 30s, but it's not that common. So 30s are not comfortable for me.
Okay, you now have the unstable ordnance. Remember, it was your idea. Good luck.
You gotta always worry when the game says that to you when you pick something up. Alright, we're gonna go over this side. I might turn the speed up slightly. Pizza, eh? What kind of pizza have you made? Pineapple pizza? Hawaiian? People hate on the pineapple pizza, but it's pretty damn good. I like it. I have no issues with pineapple on pizza.
A large void indicates the absence of any dense matter.
I'd say, like, if I was gonna have pineapple on pizza, it would probably solely be... Oh shit. It'll solely be on Hawaiian pizza. I don't really think it's, like, necessary on any other type of pizza. Oh god, he's still here. I'm not a big fan of, like, pizzas that are just loaded with toppings. Like, I feel like just simple toppings is good. You don't need to get too crazy. Okay, we're just trying to avoid this dude. Alright, so... Oh, this is not what we want to go to, but we can have a look at this
A
stuff.
featureless, dirty white structure fills space to the east.
Smell it.
It's probably the most nauseating thing to smell in the whole family of smells.
That's what you said about the other building.
It needs salt.
Needs salt. Okay. Head down this way, sir. We've got things to do. Here he is, he's still there. Go away, mate. Get out of here. Alright, what do we got?
A large void indicates the absence of any dense matter. This grate has crud, gunk, and sludge built up around the edges. You can see through the grate, but can't make anything out.
Alright, so we can open this grate. And that happens. If you are carrying the ordnance, that is unstable.
I would think that something identifiable as unstable ordnance would be low on your list of fun and healthy things to carry. We hope you'll get yourself together and rejoin us. Isn't this a blast?
Isn't this a blast? Back with my Diavolo. Diavolo. That's a type of pizza? I haven't heard of that before. You must explain to me what this is. I'm intrigued. Alright. Well, we just exploded from the ordnance, so we'll restore. This is before we picked it up. We do have a rope though, which will come in handy. Diavolo. Is that a type of pizza? Like Hawaiian, margarita, Diavolo? I have not heard of it before.
Don't. You can't.
You can't use that here. So we need to come over here with the rope. I'm gonna catch ourselves a rabbit. There we go. This bit's ridiculously hard if you have timing issues too. Although I think it's kind of hard anyway, like the timing of when to do it.
Timing is a critical factor here. Those sure are some finely honed reactions you've got there. Perhaps you're still suffering from time lag.
Perhaps. Don't judge me. Alright, come back here, rabbit. I think if you're here, the robot can't kill you.
Timing.
Here we go, we got
That
him.
was without a doubt one of the finest examples of bunny snatching I've ever seen. The stress placed on the rope during the bunny snatching was too much. You cast the useless fibers aside.
Excellent. Alright, let's get out of here before we die. I think this screen is like the safest screen. Or maybe this screen. I don't think the robot comes onto this screen. Or the cyborg or whatever the hell it is. The like mutant dude does, but he's kind of slow, so it's not so bad. Alright, so we got a bunny. What else did we get? We got a Pocket Pal PC. Weirdly, you can't look at it, like get a description of it, which is kind of weird. Inspect is actually like, almost like interact.
It would serve. You can't do. It would.
It's kind of weird.
It would. You extract
Oh.
the portable power pellet from the back of the bunny's polyplastoid torso.
We got a battery. Very nice. Pizza Diavolo is topped with pepperoni, Italian hot salami. Okay. Just pepperoni and salami? That's it? I'm guessing like cheese and tomato. Tomato like paste. Tomato sauce. But yeah, simple ones are my favorite, so that sounds like it could be kind of good. Alright, so we got a rabbit. We can walk this way. And meet our... just fall off the side.
Serious
That's
damage
it.
to important body parts pretty much screws up any future plans you might have had for living. Bummer.
Bummer.
Oh well, just think proudly of your accomplishment. On second thought, just think. It even happens to important people.
Okay. I don't think you can die any other ways on these screens, so I think we're done with this area. Oh shit, he's back. Get out of there, Roger, quick. It sounds pretty tasty. Oh fuck. Hello. He's not interested in us. Can we... Oh, we didn't try to talk to him. I don't know if it says anything if you try to talk to him. So it's Diavolo, am I saying that right? Diavolo? Oh god. Oh, this guy's very elusive. Is that like your favorite type of pizza? Do you have a favorite type of pizza? Okay, talk to this guy.
There is no... He seems to be unaware of your existence, as though he is controlled by some other consciousness.
Oh my god. One of your favorites, okay. I don't know what my favorite would be. Margarita's pretty good, just a classic margarita pizza. We also have a pizza here, I don't know if you'd have it over there as well. It's called Mr. Wedge. It has like potato wedges on it. You can get it with like a white sauce, like a creme fraiche sauce. That's pretty good. It's not really like a proper pizza though, but it's really good. I get that a lot. Capricciosa. Mr. Wedge. So it's got like potato wedges on top of it. It's kind of weird for a pizza. It's got like potato wedges, creme fraiche, red onion, ham, I think, like diced ham. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you ever get a chance to try it, I recommend it. It's not your like typical traditional pizza, but it's a good one. It's very like filling. Alright, what do we got now? We're down in the drain system.
A variety of pipes, coolant, and otherwise pass in, through, and around the room. The strange little pedestal has wires running between it and the wall.
How strange.
A variety of pipes. It's very pleasant looking.
Roger seems
to
think everything's pleasant looking.
Apparently this office has been long abandoned. Your janitorial instincts urge you to sweep up and do a little dusting, but you suppress those urges and concentrate on the task at hand.
Very good.
It
doesn't comment on the door.
The desk is not exactly executive caliber. It's just an average old-fashioned desk blotter. It's an empty jar with a lid, neither of which does anything entertaining.
Alright, can we smell things in here?
It smells like something that wasn't designed for noses. It's probably the most nauseating... It doesn't smell great, but it smells better than you. It doesn't smell great. It doesn't...
I mean, we haven't showered in this game, in this series as far as I know, so...
You never know where it's been.
It's not surprising.
That's not a very clean habit. It needs salt.
Alright, so we got a jar. We can take that. You take the jar into custody. I remember that line.
You take the jar into custody.
Capricciosa is with ham, artichoke mushrooms, olives, tomato sauce, cheese. Doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't sound too bad. I don't mind mushroom on pizza, but I don't like heaps of mushroom. I just like a small amount of mushroom. Like, so you can just kind of taste it, but it's not overpowering. But that one sounds pretty good. I think most pizzas are good. Alright, we've also got a sneaky button here.
Ah, a button. Perhaps I'll give it a press.
Data entry 22795. This message is to whomever may be so fortunate as to find it. I am Professor Lloyd, lead designer of the Xenon supercomputer project, the ultimate in artificial intelligence. The computer was designed to enhance our lives, but instead ended up being the ruin of us all.
Oh no.
We made the mistake of tying it into the most important facets of our existence here on Xenon, including our weather control and defense systems. It seemed like a sound idea at the time, and all proceeded well for about 3 years. It was around then that a deep space salvage operation recovered what appeared to be some sort of antiquated data storage unit contained in a flimsy cardboard box on which the words Leisure Suit Larry were imprinted.
Leisure Suit Larry.
On its back was the picture of a not particularly wholesome gentleman, but that's another story. My counterparts exhibited shameful behavior as they tore open the box to get at its contents. I could not understand the commotion it generated. The data was uploaded into the supercomputer for analysis. As a result, a crippling virus spread through the machine like a bad social disease. All control of the computer was lost. All screens went blank. Then these words were displayed by the monitors and uttered by the vocal outputs. Wilco must pay. From that day forth, the possessed computer waged war on the inhabitants of Xenon, using our own weapons against us. Some managed to escape to other planets. Those of us who remained stayed to fight the machines and robots under its control. It was a bloody war. Those of us that were not killed were taken captive and modified. These
Must be what happened to the
infiltrated the
people we
loyal
saw
ranks of
out on the street.
rooting out almost all of our hiding places and exposing us to the mechanical menace. Some of these poor souls still wander the streets.
I think he's supposed to be typing with his hands, but
only a handful
so he's doing a little
rebels.
dance.
My health is deteriorating rapidly. To make matters worse, I've just learned that the computer has unraveled the mysteries of time travel.
Oh no.
I've sent my 2 best men to attempt to steal this new technology. If you are not a machine, then perhaps they were successful. Please realize, you are Xenon's last hope.
Damn. So it was all Leisure Suit Larry. Leisure Suit Larry screwed everyone over with this virus. Why am I not surprised? Not Hawaii. Oh, you don't like Hawaiian? I like Hawaiian. If I would eat pizza with pineapple, my Italian grandma would beat you to death. Okay. I was just saying this. I think you might have been away when I was saying it. But I do like Hawaiian pizza. I like pineapple on pizza, but I think only on Hawaiian pizza. I don't think it really goes with any other type of pizza. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So you can disown me now that I've let out that secret. Alright, we'll save this as jar. Right, so apparently Leisure Suit Larry was installed on their supercomputer and proceeded to install a virus which has destroyed everything and apparently wants us to pay for what we did, which we assume is the work of Vohall. Freaked out when my ex-girlfriend cracked the spaghetti in half. Oh yeah, you shouldn't do that. I know that at least. I'm not that much of a savage. You gotta cook it intact. Don't go breaking it. Okay. Into the sewer. This is a little bit of a tricky area.
Oh no! The door has shut, and there's no way back. What are you going to do now?
What are you going to do now?
The pipes running along the sides of this conduit are coated in inert slime.
Inert slime.
Your nostrils flare as you inhale the fragrant aroma of cold steel with just a hint of sewage.
Granddad lauded because when he wants to trigger her, he eats spaghetti with ketchup. Oh man. Damn, that's not good. Even I wouldn't do that.
The corrosive effect of the
I don't
slimy
have any
pipe
Italian in
reduces
me.
your tongue to a stump. Now you truly are tasteless.
Okay. Tomato sauce on spaghetti just sounds... that's craziness. Oh, got some slimes coming out. So I'm gonna do a save here because this thing can kill us, and we will see what happens if we let it murder us. I feel like most people would. God, what about like canned spaghetti that has like the sauce, like a tomato sauce with it? Does that do anything? There we go. Ah!
As the green slime dissolves the flesh from your bones, you think, hey, this stuff consumes 47 times its weight in acid.
Cream of Roger. Keyboard is typing some weird. It's not happy with what you're saying about spaghetti and pizza. Don't have such a felony, so you don't have like the canned spaghetti with the tomato sauce. See, I don't mind that, but like if you're talking about actual like proper pasta and then like a bottle of tomato sauce, putting that on there, that's a crime. But I don't know, I can kind of like separate the canned spaghetti from like, you know, proper pasta. I guess maybe because I grew up with that, so it doesn't feel so bad. It's kind of like baked beans, how you get like baked beans in a can with a tomato sauce. Alright, so we're going to get the hell out of the way of the slime, but we need to try and
Okay.
get some in a jar.
You scoop up the slimy secretion. Better get away now before it scoops you up.
I love his narration. It's pretty dumb because like they were working on Space Venture, which is the kind of like the Kickstarter game that the two guys from Andromeda were working on, who were the guys that made these games. They started on a new one called Space Venture, and one of the things that they were going to have in the game was narration by Gary Owens, which I was super excited for, because it's like one of the things I really like about these games. But they took so damn long to release it that he passed away, unfortunately, so that is now not going to be a thing in the game, which is sad. It is sad. So it's only Space Quest 4 and Space Quest 6 that have his narration. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. I've kind of like lost interest in that game now. Honestly, doesn't look that great from what I've seen, from what they've released. But I think they kind of like, they went silent for a long time because I think they built it in some version of Unity, I think, and then they had to upgrade it to the newer version of Unity and basically had to rebuild the entire game from scratch. So that's what was holding it up for like ages. But from what I've heard, they've pretty much finished rebuilding it now, and they just need to test it, like do some play testing, and then they'll release it. But yeah, I've kind of lost interest. I'll play it when it comes out, but it's been like too long in the making. This is why I don't back Kickstarters anymore, because that kind of thing happens. Oh my god, what is it? Oh my god. Oh my god. We can look.
You don't need to look at that. A sleek patrol transport occupies the area presently. Your head is unusually well suited to serve as a manhole cover coaster.
You're going off. Searching for us. Try it with Star Citizen. Yeah. 10 years in the making. Yeah, I mean, Star Citizen is definitely like, that is, and it's a league of its own in terms of having to wait, that's for sure. I feel like this Space Venture is around about, it's probably not 10 years. I feel like it's maybe like 8 years or something, or 7 years. Maybe not, I don't know. I can't remember when it was originally announced, but I feel like it was a very long time ago. But yeah, definitely not as bad as Star Citizen. That has had like a ridiculous amount of money pumped into it too. Alright, we're going to get out. So, I think you can take the ordnance here, but I don't remember if it even has a purpose. Oh, maybe it does. We'll do a save. I don't quite remember. Oh shit, they're coming. Roger. Well, that might have been a bad spot to save.
Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload.
Oh no.
We're glad
I think we
you
can
play
hide
Space-
if we're a little bit faster. Nope.
We're
Okay,
glad you
might
could
be in
play
trouble here.
Space Quest 4. As usual.
Let's restore this one instead.
Okay.
Okay.
You scoop up the slimy secretion.
Hmm.
Better get away now before it scoops you up.
That's crazy money. I'd never spend that much on a game. Especially not kickstarting a game that you're gonna have to wait 10 years for it to come out. Longer than 10 years. There's no way. I spent like, I think 300, 500, somewhere around there on basically a Kickstarter for some VR controllers when VR was like very first becoming a thing, and like there wasn't VR controllers that existed. So I don't know what I said. I said that's a lot of money and I'd never spend that much on kickstarting a game, but I did spend like $300 to $500 on Kickstarter for like some VR controls, which eventually got cancelled and I got a refund, but that was like, took like 5 years from the Kickstarter starting to me getting my money back. Got several for the Star Citizen. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting something out of it, I guess, but still, it's like, I'd be upset if I had to wait that long for something to come out. That's the only downside to those things, is like, there's not really any like regulations for them in terms of how long things take to release. Okay, so we're gonna come down here. I'm gonna try and get this ordnance.
Howdy there, partner.
Oh god. Wow, okay. I'm not going to. I'm gonna die instead.
We're glad you could play Space
Hey,
Quest
Zilks.
4. As usual, you've been a real pantload.
How's it going? Long time no see. How you been? Am I winning? No, I'm not winning. I'm getting lasered to death here many times. It was another death. Cursed? No, it's alright. I was already cursed. So, just a little extra cursing.
Okay.
Never hurt anyone. Although, maybe I did.
You scoop up the slimy secretion. Better get away now before it scoops you up.
I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good, thank you. It is late night on a Friday. I'm playing some Space Quest, so can't really complain. How about you? How you doing? It's been a while. Alright, we need to try and get through this part because I keep dying. I need to remember to save. Maybe when we go up the ladder, I'll save at the top. We have a cat cam now for the stream. It's the new feature. 7 AM on a Friday. Wow, that's too early. Although I get up, that's pretty much when I wake up on a Friday usually. It's too early. Far too early to be awake, in my opinion. Yeah, this is our cat tower. There is a cat. There is a cat in that pyramid at the bottom. There's Seymour's in there. He's snoring. I can hear him snoring, but you probably can't hear it on the mic because he's too far away. But he's just snoozing in there. He's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. Deja makes more of an appearance than him actually on the camera. She sits in the little nest at the top a lot. I don't know where she is at the moment though. But yeah, Seymour hasn't really used the cat tower at all. He sleeps in that pyramid and that's about it, which we already had the pyramid before we got the cat tower, so he's has zero interest in the flash tower. But yeah, you can't really see him because he's black, so he just completely disappears into the shadows. He does. It was actually Deja's. Deja used to always sleep in there. But then he's kind of claimed it now as his own. But yeah, he's in there. I've been trying to like coax them into going on there more with treats, but they don't seem to want to. We can save over this one actually. He loves the cave, he does. Alright, I think we just need to be quick here, I'm taking too long. I want to see if we can grab this, I don't think we can. We might not have enough time. Yeah, I don't think you can get that.
We're glad you could play Space
I think it's
Quest
literally
4.
just there
As usual, you've been a real pantload.
to mess with you and make you die earlier. So we'll just leave it. Because I can't picture where you would use it in the game, so we need to come over this side. Alright, so we're gonna do a stowaway
You
trick.
look at the finely sculpted ship. It looks to have been designed for atmospheric operation, probably used solely for patrol excursions.
Sometimes if you move something from one room to another... Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, we did that. Deja had like a bed in the living room. We had like a chair that's under like our little dining table, and it had a blanket on it, and she used to always sleep there. And then we moved them because we had to like, I think we moved it to put our Christmas tree up, and then when we put it back after Christmas, she just never slept there again. She forgot it existed and never went back there, so we had to make her a new one somewhere else. She got one like down the side of the couch now, 'cause she likes to hide. She's not really a shy she's kind of shy. She's very like skittish. She's like basically decided herself that she's an indoor cat. She doesn't go outside very much. Whereas Seymour's the opposite. He loves going outside. Alright, we're gonna smell the ship. We must do it.
The dust kicked up by the retros, the heavy stench of burning fuel, and the sharp smell of electricity make for a unique olfactory extravaganza.
Nice.
You sear your tongue on the hot metal. Apparently, it's only safe to touch the now exposed area beneath the landing gear housing flap.
Taste that then.
It tastes like nothing you'd ever want to put your tongue on again.
Oh, okay. Alright, we're gonna go inside.
This seems to be a relatively spacious landing gear compartment. Wonder how cramped it gets in there when the gear is stowed.
Soon find out. And we're off. And we've landed. No, 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 no. Alright. Where are we now? We've got to do a save. Landing. Landed. Such creative names for my saves tonight.
This is a fueling unit for the patrol shuttle.
Taste it.
It needs salt.
Oh. Smell it.
It's probably the most nauseating thing to smell in the whole family of smells.
He says that to everything. Okay, so this side, I think you just die if you come over here.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
we're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload.
Alright. So we have to go this way. Some silly, I know, I love the dialogue in this game. This is like my favorite. This is why this one's my favorite in the series, because it has such good dialogue.
I've just completed a scan of the Labion sector of Space Quest 2. No sign of presence at this time.
I don't know why they start talking in a different language here. It's kind of weird. Can we smell them?
It's probably the most
Let's see that again.
That's not a very clean habit.
Wait. So we need to get into this ship real quick while they're not looking. Alright. We can't look around in here. We just have an arm. We have an arm. So there's a code on the screen already. We need to note this code down, I'm pretty sure, because we will need it later. So we got like an I. We've got like a S, kind of. Sort of, not really. A T. What's that, like a... no idea. A Y, possibly. Another S. I think this is randomly generated, like each playthrough. I think. Could be wrong. Alright. We've noted down the code. So now we've got to just push all this shit and hope something happens.
The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally, nothing much happens. That must not have been a valid code.
Damn it.
Try again.
Alright, we'll try again. So this bit's like, I think you just have to put in 2-3 codes, and then the third one will always just work, regardless of what you put in.
Drives Rev to life. Time
Well, it might be
and
the
space
second, I
bend
can't remember.
under the fibrillations of the time rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally,
Ta-da! Into the rainbow. Kind of. It's a 3-colored rainbow. They're on a budget, I guess. And we've changed our title again. Space Quest 10. Latex Babes of Estros. Okay. Do we need to note this one? I don't remember. We'll just note it just in case. Yeah, this game's cool. I like, for the time it came out, it's pretty cool. I like how they have the game title, because they have that in like the previous games. It says what game you're playing. Space Quest 2, Space Quest 3, and then this one it starts with Space Quest 4, but then as you time travel, well, it's not really, I guess it's kind of time traveling, but not exactly, because we're actually traveling between sequels of the series. So we're traveling to like future sequels that don't exist. But I like how they've added the touch of showing like the game you've traveled to rather than the time you've traveled to. It's pretty neat. Alright. But obviously these games don't exist. I wish they like kept making more games so that they eventually got to like these ones, like Space Quest 10, just to see what they would have done. Alright. Oh, we can do this. I didn't even know that. Look at stuff.
It's a button with a strange symbol on it. You vaguely remember these symbols from your 5th grade time theory class with crazy Mrs. Drimple.
Crazy Mrs. Drimple.
It's some sort of monitor, probably used to monitor something or other. This is a small panel which provides access to the innards of the time pod. If you have a 3P223 4QR access panel wrench, that is.
Damn it. I left that at home.
That button opens the canopy.
Do it.
The time pod's interior feels smooth and cool to the touch.
What about this?
Keep your hands to yourself.
Oops.
You.
Alright. We've reached our destination. Save. Latex. Latex, even. That'll do.
You've seen a lot of plateaus and sloping hills before, but this one's a butte. The entire horizon undulates in enticing peaks, curves, and crevices, for which Estros is famous. You've seen a lot of...
Okay, it's the same. Taste it. We've got to taste every location we visit. This is what we do as a tourist.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
It would serve no... It would...
We can't taste this place?
You can't use... It's probably the most... It would...
I feel like they, got lazy with the smell and taste ones. There's a lot of, repetition going on. Okay, we can come down this way. Let's have a little walk around. See what's going on. See what's going on in the sequel. A dead end. Can we taste this dead end?
You can't... Nah, you'd rather not. You never know where it's been.
Alright, nothing that way. I'm kind of tempted to turn the speed up a little bit. He's just kind of slow. More plateaus. Can't do anything with these.
As you look around at the towering rocks, immense formations carved over millions of years, you can't help but be overwhelmed by a sense of your own insignificance. You can't use that here.
You can't use that here. Alright, we'll keep walking around. Oh, look, what's that? A person.
You get the feeling you're not alone here.
I think if you're quick, you can inspect that shadow, and it gives you some dialogue, but... meh. I'm sure we're not missing out on anything amazing. Walk down to the water. Can we do anything with the water? I think we can die if we walk into the water, so we'll just save.
The water here is quite deep.
Taste it.
That's not a very... That's not...
What? He's not thirsty, I guess.
It's probably the... Don't mess with it.
Okay, we can't walk in the water. I thought we could. Can we yell?
Hello!
Oh, we can.
Hello!
That could be a new welcome message for the stream. Alright, can't do nothing there. Gotta keep walking around. Hello! Can we do it here too?
Hello!
You can do it everywhere. Alright. There's an event that triggers at some point around here. I think once you walk down there and then come back over here. Perhaps. Maybe. Maybe I'm imagining it. We need another hello.
You'd better not. Something might answer.
What? That's the whole point. Why else would you say hello? It's annoying. Oh, that. Yeah, the music's a bit like. There's not much going on there. It's some weird frequency noises. It's alright. We should change soon. Oh, the hello. Hello. You don't like the hello? Alright, something should happen soon, I swear. I'm not lying, guys. I'm not lying. Maybe? What the hell? Okay, let's just turn the speed up. Look at him go. He's so fast. Oh.
Whoa! What was that?
Whoa. Okay, I think we missed standing in that one particular spot. Okay, now we should come over here, I think. Ah! Oh, we can't change the speed. Oh no. We can change the speed now. There is a little Easter egg in this part. It is a King's Quest Easter egg. In the background, while we're being carried by this creature, you can see the eagle from King's Quest 2, I want to say, the one that carries King Graham. You can see it in the background. If you're fast enough, you can inspect it.
Wow, what an incredible view! Hey, those talon
Well, maybe
things
it's
hurt.
here.
You didn't much care for the landing either.
Funky music. Oh shit, that guy didn't fare very well compared to us.
My. Rather than the sequel policeman penetrating the inner sanctum of the nest, the reverse obviously occurred.
Oh no, I want to see the Graham Easter egg.
You find yourself in a nest perched high above the irregular surface of this butte-laden planet.
Let's chill here for, I think, no, I don't think you die if you hang around too long, so.
The huge nest is constructed of sticks and assorted being parts
He's just
gathered
sleeping.
from this bleak planet. It is then cemented in place by a generous helping of
Spilled his
pterodactyl
bolognese on himself
saliva.
and then fell asleep. Okay. Taste, smell it.
It's probably the most... Right now, the sequel policeman has no distinct smell. But give him a few days and he'll be quite aromatic. Not to mention plumped up like a ballpark Frank.
Taste him.
Take it from someone who knows sick. Licking corpses is going way beyond simple dementia. Get a grip, pal.
Why would you do such a thing, Roger? What the hell? Okay.
You frisk the skewered sequel policeman and turn up a paper-wrapped wad of used chewing gum.
Amazing.
This lumpy paper-wrapped wad looks mighty interesting. These symbols look vaguely familiar. Now, where have you seen them?
Where have we seen them? They do look familiar. Alright, I'm gonna just chill here for a little bit. I'll turn the speed up. Oh, but the speed up might be bad because then we might not be able to click them in time. I'll also have to turn it down as soon as we see them appear. Any minute now. Look at these skulls.
The inedible portions of the pterodactyl's previous meals lie scattered about the nest.
Come on, Graham.
You find yourself in...
Oops. I believe in you, Graham. I feel like, no. I'm going to say they had a Space Quest reference in King's Quest, but they didn't. The other way around. There was a King's Quest reference in Space Quest 1? Space Quest... No, Space Quest... Yeah, Space Quest 1 has a King's Quest reference. I think you can, like... one of your destinations when you're in the ship makes you end up, like, crash landing in Daventry, which is kind of cool. Yeah, he's taking his sweet ass time here. I swear he comes. Come on, sir. We're getting up to like the best bit of this game. There's a lot of stuff to interact with. Oh, there he is. Okay. Turn that shit all the way down.
It looks as though another unfortunate adventurer is suffering a similar fate. It looks as though another unfortunate adventurer is suffering a similar fate.
Sure does. Alright. That was amazing. Totally worth it. Nesting. Alright, so we got some chewing gum. Amazing. We're gonna exit the nest right now. Through this little hole. Oh no, we're in trouble now.
You've got a lot of nerve coming back here, Roger Wilco. After leaving me the way you did, you male scum. This is the last woman you'll ever dump on. Right, girls?
Right.
Right.
Said you couldn't be tied down.
I said that?
You said you had to be free to roam the galaxy.
Was that me?
You'll be sorrier than you look. We'll see to that.
Yeah.
Literally. It's literally
Fly boy.
the Latex Babes of Asteros. You have to remember what era this game was made in. Alright, we're gonna save. More latex. So if we try to get out of here, it's not good for us. Ooh.
Now this is a pain that'll linger. All the Bengay in Florida won't relieve this stiffness.
Apparently Bengay, I think, is like a muscle. It's like a what'd you call it? It's like a cream kind of thing you put on your muscles if you have tense muscles or whatever. Yeah, I know. So this doesn't even exist in New Zealand. So when this came up, I was like, what even is that? So I had to Google it. It's apparently like a muscle relaxant, like a deep heat kind of product. I think that's what's getting it. Usually associated with old people. Gotcha. Okay. All the Bengay in Florida. Right. So we've got to... Can we talk to them?
The time for talk on your part appears to have passed. Speak now, and forever hold your pieces.
I think if we take too long as well,
like she might be
we shall
familiar
die.
to you someday. However, the gun in her hand looks like it could limit the chance of any lasting relationship in the future. Or the past. Her spear gun is pointed in a direction that eliminates any need for second thought. This one looks committed to finding out just how good you'd look on a spit.
Yeah, get in the sub. Actually, can we look at the sub?
The submarine has a sporty look to it, distinctly hydrodynamic compared to those fine vessels you've traveled aboard recently.
Alright, better get in before we die. They didn't even get in, so I don't know how they get to where we're about to go.
You hope these women soon realize that they must have the wrong guy.
Surely.
A spotlight illuminates the floor of the cave as the sub makes its way through the eerie darkness.
Ooh, spooky.
You're not sure what it is, but you bet it would look cool spewing through the propellers.
This is Zandra. We are approaching checkpoint 6. Prepare to open the tunnel door.
Prepare the door.
Activate the door.
Activate the door. Dong. Can we look?
You wonder if she has a boyfriend.
Should be worrying about other things right now, Roger. I'm tempted to investigate with other senses, but it might be inappropriate. Let's not do that. Might end in our demise.
Sit down.
Comfy, Mr. Wilco?
Hey, what are you doing?
My pants.
Let me go, witch.
Shut up. Your whimpering sickens me. I'll teach you not to run out on me.
Writing
Doreen
10,000.
is quite knowledgeable in the ways of torture.
Oh.
I'll let the two of you get acquainted. Thoreen, do your stuff.
With pleasure, Zandra.
That mullet is all the rage in the future.
Let me introduce you to a friend of mine. This is Epirip 357, the most powerful hand-hair remover in the universe, and it's capable of shaving your legs clean off.
Yeah, that's great.
I've always wanted to see a man shave with one of these, but I guess you'll do. Now you'll know the meaning of the word pain.
Believe it.
It's a seed slug! Run, girls!
Oh my god! He's gonna abandon me here. Okay, I'm gonna save. I think there's at least one way you can die here. So if we just chill out, we die, I think? It's not really, is it? Anything like a slug. Can we look?
You don't need to look at that. Roger Wilco, Space Guy.
Oh. The slug food.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4.
Yeah, that's what I said, slug
As usual, you've been a real pantload.
Alright, so we can die like that. What we need to do here is push the button once our little things come off. We laser him. Alright. No pants. We lost our pants. Oh no. Grab one of these.
You see what seem to be pressurized oxygen tanks.
Grab it. Throw it in his mouth.
Our hero!
And then everyone was friends.
Wasn't he great, girls? Well, Raj, I guess we can call it even. Thank you for ridding our fortress of that slimy, awful sea slug. I know I can't blame you for backing out at the last minute. I guess I was a little overbearing. Sorry. Can we still be good friends?
Well, now, wait a minute. Let's talk about this.
No, Roger. You were right. You don't need to spare my feelings. It just wasn't meant to be. It's better this way. Well, girls, I feel like celebrating. Let's go shopping.
Some heavy stereotyping going on here.
Meanwhile, back in Space Quest 12...
Oh no.
Well, what have we here?
This is the rebel scum we captured in the Space Quest 4 time sector. He had just aided Wilco in escaping. The readout on his time gun indicates that Wilco was successfully transported into this time sector as you feared.
That is no longer a concern. Wilco will surrender to us once he has learned we have captured his son.
Dun dun dun.
Then he will be destroyed once and for all.
Galaxy Galleria. This is the place where the stuff happens here. Take my word for it.
Sail!
And they're off. That's it. They're gone. Alright. We're gonna save as shopping time.
It's just another vital part of the Galaxy Galleria shopping mall. This beltway is great. No more tired, aching feet. No more walking just for the sake of going somewhere. It's an Autobucks teller machine card.
Sounds handy. Take that.
You pick up the ATM card.
ATM card.
An Autobucks teller machine card. Don't mess with it.
Okay. Can we smell?
The mall has that high rent, low occupancy smell, like any office building in downtown Los Angeles.
No, yeah, sure. We don't have pants either. Well, we've got like a third of our pants left. They got lasered off when they were trying to torture us earlier.
It's against the third law of mall security to be caught licking mall components.
Well, don't do it then. I'm gonna get in trouble. Alright, let's have a look around the mall. We need to buy some shoes. You're not wrong there. Don't look at no, I'll try to refrain. Try to control myself.
For some reason there is a gathering here. For some reason there is a gathering here.
We can't get in there though.
Don't mess with it.
We have to come back.
Wow, an Autobucks teller machine. Your arms won't reach that far.
Okay, we'll just wait till you get closer then. Okay. Magic the Gathering's happening in there.
You play with the buttons, but the machine does not respond.
Alright, we've got a card, ATM card.
You obviously don't resemble a blonde woman. What a surprise.
Damn it. We're gonna have to change that if we want to get some money. Alright, we'll look around the mall, see what else there is. Hurts So Good. I think this used to have a different name in the original. But they had to change it because of they got like a copyright thing. Sierra got a lot of copyright, like, what do you call it? I don't know if it's cease and desist. Oh, Seymour's... He's moving. I thought he might be coming out. He's just getting comfy, I guess. Yeah, they got a lot of like copyright things, and I think most of them were from this series because they used a lot of brand names. I'm trying to remember, I think it was something to do with Radio Shack. It used to be called Radio Shock, it might have been called originally.
You don't need to look at that. It's very pleasant looking. This guy, or is it a gal, doesn't look like anybody or anything you've ever seen before.
What does he smell like?
Taking in a whiff of air, you instantly notice it has 3 feet. As much as we enjoy seeing you get in trouble, we must warn you that this type of behavior is universally considered either rude or amorous, which could get you either killed or married.
True. Harassed for being gay. I don't think they did actually, because still in this version. Because the original version, I'm pretty sure it was Radio Shock, which was obviously a play on Radio Shack. Being gay, I think they left that was fine. I know they had Droids R Us, which was like a reference to Toys R Us. They changed that one to, I think they changed it to Droids Be Us, and that was okay apparently. Trying to remember what else they had. I think they had like a ZZ Top reference. They had like a band playing in one of the screens that was very like resembled ZZ Top quite a lot, and then ZZ Top told them to change it. So they had a lot of instances of having to like change stuff, getting in trouble. All right, we're gonna go in here. There's a lot of stuff to look at in this one. Crazy ass robot. Okay.
There's probably not much in this robot's head.
Taste him.
Your sense of appropriate public behavior leaves a lot to be desired.
You're not wrong.
Smells like he put too much lube in a tube on this morning.
Okay. Can we talk to him?
This model is programmed to interact with the customers through his touchscreen chest monitor.
Alright, let's do that then. Welcome to Hurts So Good, Division of Blatz Entertainment. Instructions.
Welcome to our automated catalog. Let us be your gateway to what's new and exciting in the world of 24th century electronics. Through the pages of our automated catalog, you will find gifts for the whole family. For Dad, look in electronic gadgets for our selection of stereo components. For Mom, peek into the electronic mommy for a variety of labor-saving devices and marital aids. For Sis and little brother, browse our Techno-Tots toy department for the latest in electronic playborgs.
Woo! Continue.
Shopping our automated catalog is as easy as snapping your digital appendages. Using your mouse or tab key, simply point to the menu item of your choice and press enter, or click the mouse button. Should you get confused, simply return to the top menu and begin anew. Thank you for choosing us for all your electronic needs. We know you'll find just what you're looking for, and if you don't, we're wrong and you should look somewhere else.
Okay, limited time specials. Go check that out.
These special sale items are available for a limited time only. Availability is limited to items in stock, as is only no returns. Some items may be demo models, scratched, dented, or just not in very good shape. No warranties expressed or implied apply to these items. No refund or exchange. Re-Shrink Wrap 2000. Work for a large retail software chain? Like to take the products home and diddle with them? The Re-Shrink Wrap 2000 re-shrink wraps any size software box. Is that game new or used? Only you'll know for sure. Keep the customers guessing. Dealers only,
the
please.
customers
1,033 buckazoids.
Sounds like a deal. I think if you try to order most stuff, it won't let you. Dealers only. Oh. What? Specials.
These.
Okay.
Is
that the only deal? It's only got one deal? Okay. Alright, following departments, electronic gadgets.
Faux Components Swiss Army Micro Entertainment Center. Style to look like a real set of miniature components, this is a complete home entertainment center in one 4x6-inch box. Includes CD-ROM unit, turntable, dual cassette with HyperWow and Mega Flutter, unfolding 84-inch digital color projection multiscreen TV, corkscrew, and toothpick. 2,275 buckazoids. Back ordered. None currently available.
Damn, that sounded good. I wanted one of them. especially the toothpick.
Dodecaphonic around sound processor. Ever notice how flat and unexciting normal stereophonic, quintrophonic, and octophonic recordings are? With the dodecaphonic around sound processor, your music will seem to come from 12 directions. In front of you, behind you, either side of you, 4 midpoints in between, above you, below you, from inside of you, and from the upstairs neighbors. 877 buckazoids discontinued.
Damn, everything's discontinued or out of stock.
CD-GI-ROM TV. Move over CD-ROM, CDG, CDI, and CD-TV. CD-GDI-ROM TV does everything the others do and more. Besides accepting the formats mentioned above, CD-GI-ROM TV also plays high-quality Laserdisc movies, sure to become popular any century now. 842 buckazoids. Estimated delivery, summer 2735. Pocket Pal Portable Terminal. Say, is that a complete workstation in your pocket, or are you just glad to see me? Now you can carry the power of a dumb terminal around with you without even creasing your jumpsuit. Includes chiclet-style keyboard and dentine-style mouse. 3,406 buckazoids.
What a deal. This one's available. We don't have enough money for it though.
Pocket Pal Connector. If you're a proud owner of our ever-popular Pocket Pal portable terminal, you have no doubt noticed that, without the proper connector, it is virtually useless. Fortunately, at this moment, our exclusive Pocket Pal connector is on sale for just 1,999 buckazoids. Get yours now before the price goes up even further.
Alright, we do need to buy this one at some stage. But currently we have no money, so we won't worry about that right now.
Iceman Pocket Ice Machine. This miracle of modern engineering fits in purse or pocketbook and freezes 15 pounds of ice cubes per hour. Choose from ice slices, cubes, or crushed. Requires mini hydrogen and oxygen canisters sold separately. Breaks the ice at parties. 300 buckazoids recalled by manufacturer.
Why? What did it do? Someone died. I bet someone died.
Epachia. Now you can remove unsightly chia growth from upper lip, legs, bikini area, and small clay figurines.
Small clay
Painless and
figurines.
electronic. Almost tickles once you get used to it. Instantly cauterizes major blood vessels. Battery operated. 32 volt dry cell not included. 32 buckazoids. Not available in the spiral arm.
Are we in the spiral arm? We must be. Okay.
Dandy Recipe Beamer. Imagine the situation. The ambassador from Corona is coming for dinner, and all you have handy is a can of condensed cream of Orat soup and a box of nano wafers. You punch the appropriate buttons on your recipe beamer, and instantly, we beam the perfect recipe to you. Over 18 trillion recipes collected from all over the universe, just to make meal planning easier. 455 buckazoids. Estimated date of uplink, November 2803. Cyber Debunker. If your offspring is turning out to be just another rotten cyberpunk, you need the Cyber Debunker. Works while your child sleeps to replace black market implants and removes anti-productive attitudes. May cause some motor impairment and memory loss, but isn't that a small price to pay? Battery operated. 580 buckazoids. Currently under UCC investigation.
Guess we can't order that? Nope. Okay. Technotots Toy Department. It's a small price to pay, yes.
Armatroid 2500.
What parent wouldn't pay that price?
For all ages. The Armatroid 2500 is a mobile robotic arm that can swivel, turn, pick up light objects, tear wings off of flies, disembowel small animals, and perform elective surgery. Teaches hand-eye coordination, elementary physics, and self-control. 35 buckazoids sold out.
Damn it. I wanted one of them.
Yobot, the Ramboid robot. Having Yobot in the house is like having an extra playmate around, armed to the teeth with bazookas, laser pistols, and authentic live nuclear warhead. Responds to voice commands with an authoritative yo. 69 buckazoids.
Yo.
Discontinued.
Damn it.
Weather radio. Hours of fun. Press the bar and get a burst of static. If you can figure out whether or not it's a radio, you're smarter than we are. Ability to pull in stations and reproduce sounds not included. 20 buckazoids. Due to delay in manufacturing, this item is not yet available.
I'm not impressed with the Future's electronic selection. It's a bit of a
Universal
letdown.
remote control. Control the entire universe with one remote control. Open garage doors on other planets. Turn off crucial life support systems on passing spaceships. Terrify primitive cultures. Requires one AAA battery. Not included. 1,050 buckazoids. Sold out.
Damn it. We can't order. Okay. That was it, right? Well, that's our shopping for today.
You scrape some coating from the surface of the belt. Now there's probably toe jam from all corners of the universe wedged up under your fingernails.
Jesus. Nasty. That is nasty. Oh, not a bloody... I need so many of these today. And yesterday. You're getting yeeted. Alright, Monolith Burger. Can we look at this?
Monolith Burger, the only fast food chain to survive the infamous Food Wars.
Food Wars. Can we taste? We've got to taste the burger, right?
Not with your taste buds. Not.
Oh, smell it.
Wow! It smells just like a giant, juicy, delicious Monolith Slug Burger combo.
Slug Burger. We can go in here. We're not going to do that just yet. We'll come back to this one. Because that is where we need to go. Yes, that is where we need to go. We've got big and tall. This guy's crashing through the fascia.
The sign reads, Big and Tall. Jeez, this guy could be a whole basketball team.
Okay, we'll check this one out. Oh, wait.
Pardon me, sir. You appear to be in dire need of my services.
I do. I lost my pants.
This suit is a replacement shell for some sort of exoskeletal wanderer. And hey, check out those boots.
Those are some pretty cool boots, not gonna lie.
It looks like a slip cover for a snake.
Makes sense.
This looks like a pressure suit for something with upper body appendages. The well-dressed alien will want to be seen in this lovely ensemble, perfect for those nights out at the Solar Ballet. This one looks like it might have been designed for ceremonial functions.
Let me know if there is anything I can get for you.
I shall do that, sir, don't you worry. Stay still, I want to look at you. Hey!
This is your friendly sales clerk. He's automated and comes complete with a built-in attitude.
What is that noise? Jesus. Can we smell him?
It doesn't smell great. It smells just as good as it looks. It tastes like nothing you'd ever want to put your tongue on again. Do that and your anal retentive host might have a stroke.
Okay, smell it.
Now that's a clean smelling window.
I'm gonna check the hygiene standards around here before I shop.
You gather in the various fragrances offered by the menage of useless items stored here. You learn only that you don't want to do it again. Hey, there really is a difference in taste between the bargain brands and name brands.
That's what I thought. Alright, can we talk to this guy?
I'm sorry, I lost my boots and the legs of my pants in a deadly fight with a giant sea slug, which I won in the nick of time with my clever thinking and my, cleverness.
I see. Well, all right. Let me get your measurements.
Thank you, sir.
We've got just the thing for the likes of you. I assume you will be wanting something in the generic Space Hero line? These
I will.
be for you. Try them on in the dressing room here if you wish.
So, if we try to go to the burger place without pants, we get kicked out. I forgot, that's the thing. We should have gone in there.
You change your clothes, not forgetting the items in your pocket. You never know when you'll need them.
I'm not sure what
You
happens
step
if
out looking good as new.
we try to leave here without paying.
That will be a 20 buckasoids, please.
I'm out of here, mate. We're not paying today, sir. It's on the house.
How dare you try to leave without paying?
What's gonna happen? Oh, he takes our pants off, kicks us out. Alright, we're gonna go to the burger place. Then we'll come back here. No one notice you don't have pants. Maybe. Might be onto something. I don't know where they've gone. They've disappeared shopping somewhere else, I guess.
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
No pants though? That's okay. No pants is good in his books, apparently. Alright, go get some pants, I guess. Yeah, he only cares about shoes. And shirts. Shoes and shirts. Pants is optional.
Pardon me, sir.
Alright, we've got to get measured up again.
Hello!
It's you. Please don't waste my time.
Please help me. That other deal was a total misunderstanding. Anyway, as I said, I've misplaced the legs of my pants. My boots seem to be missing as well.
If it will help me rid the store of you, I will give you one more try. Come with me then.
What happens if we...
I assume you will be wanting something in the generic space
I'm curious
line.
what happens if we try to walk out again.
These will do for you. Try them on in the dressing room here if you wish.
I want the snake one. I want to wear that.
You change your clothes, not forgetting the items in your pocket. You step out looking good as new.
You're gonna charge me more now?
That will be
No.
20 buckasoids, please.
You wisely decide to pay up this time.
Oh, it does it automatically. Okay. That's no fun.
Thank you so much for shopping with us, sir. Do come back soon.
Alright. Can we talk to him again?
You talk to yourself. You.
He doesn't want to talk to us. I wonder why. Alright. Let us continue our adventure in the mall. We'll save. New pants. We have the arcade. Well, this guy's freaking out.
Watching this fine youngster brings back fond memories of your youth. Little did you know that all those hours of playing blazin' paddles were in preparation for being a space guy hero type.
Oh yeah.
This slime flyer machine has seen better days. Gazing at the wastebasket, your impulse, nay, your very instinct, nay, the very fibers of your being, scream out for you to pick up that garbage. But you're too busy.
We're a janitor, by the way, in case you didn't know. That's our janitorial instinct kicking in.
Watching this fine youngster, watching.
Is the same for all of them?
As you look around the arcade, you see that some of your old favorites are still working. Monaco Princess Stunt Drivin', Choke and Croak, Ghetto Blaster, and Dweeb Hunter. The air is filled with smoke, sweat, and ozone, reminding you of your favorite cologne, Night in Programming. Boy, you'd think after all these years they'd come up with something more sophisticated than frogs jumping from log to log.
Apparently not.
It's some sort of video art form. Looks like a hand throwing a pizza.
A pizza. We got a pizza born.
It's some sort of video art form. Looks like a computer-generated fractal simulation of a washing machine.
Amazing. Alright, can we talk to anyone in here?
Talking to a kid in the middle of an arcade game is almost as interesting as talking to the wall. Give it up.
Taste, smell the floor.
It smells like something that wasn't. It doesn't smell great. Walking up to a young, active creature like this one and sniffing it could be considered unusual behavior.
Yes, agreed.
It needs salt. It needs salt. Nah,
Everything needs salt.
You had to taste it. Well, it tastes more like dead gerbils than like cotton candy. Gooey, greasy little fingers and various appendages have left a coating that smells like a cross between cotton candy and dead gerbils.
What a combination.
Give your nose a break. It's a garbage can.
Okay, I think we can play this one. Oh. Ow. I thought this wasn't supposed to happen yet. Go down, Roger. Go down, you're gonna die. Oh my god, sir. Yeah.
Smoking is bad for your health.
Alright. We messed up. Maybe we avoid the arcade for now. I'm pretty sure you can play that machine, but we don't want to spawn those guys just yet because we've got other stuff we need to do. Can we look at them? Actually, can we look at the sign on here?
This is Socks, a high-class, high-priced dress shop.
Socks.
In the window, a robotic mannequin struts its stuff. You can't do that.
Why not?
It smells just as good as it looks. It needs... That's not a very clean habit.
Look at the tree.
You know that eating plastic plants places pressure on your plumbing. You learned that reading Janitorial Digest.
Good advice.
The fabricated flora has an equally artificial smell.
Alright, what's going on in here?
The latest in swank fashion, displayed in a number of horrifying colors. Would stripes look good on me, you wonder? Those boots are attractive. You like the shoes, but the stripes might make you look overweight. Hey, not bad for a robotic mannequin.
What is this thing?
The skin color and cape make a statement. The kind taken in police stations. It's a nice outfit, but you're not sure you have the midriff.
I've been expecting you. It was foretold by gyromancy.
Hey, Drama Llama. You're just in time for a shopping spree. How's it going?
Fringe. Would that be too daring?
Got some wigs too.
These are some darn attractive wigs. Just the thing if you want a head like an axe, or you want to capture that Ed Grimley look.
Ed Grimley is probably another dated reference that I don't get. Can we smell them?
Aromatic metals, lubricants, and synthetic materials emanate from its general vicinity.
Only no killing spree? What is that?
Closet mannequin whiffer, eh? Whoa, baby, where have you been? Oh, the water buffalo went out of style epochs ago.
Unreal, killing spree. Yes. We can try tasting too.
Ouch! You You almost got a sliver in your tongue.
Taste the clothes, taste everything.
That's not a very clean habit. Dragging your tongue across the fine strands of synthetic hair is almost as enjoyable as running it through a French fry slicer.
Fair enough. Okay, let's talk to this robot. Actually, can we...
Hiya, hun. I'm Maybot, fashion consultant to the Cosmos. What can we, do with you today?
Well, this is kind of hard to explain.
Oh, let me guess. You want something for someone very special. Someone who died to get the latest in high galactic fashion. Are we right, or are we right?
We're right.
Okay. What size does she take?
Oh, 38.
Oh, I don't think we're right about that.
I'm not sure, but she's built about like me.
Is she? A likely story. Good thing for you, I can keep a secret, sweetie.
So if you haven't worked out what the idea is here, is that we have the ATM card which has a blonde woman on it.
I'm sure this
So
will
we need
suit
to
that
fool it.
special someone's needs. It's all the rage. I suppose you'll want to try it on now.
That's
Here,
what she said.
use
What is
this dressing room.
in reference to what?
And honey, if your special someone needs a wig, this one should look pretty good on you.
Read my mind. How did she know we needed a blonde wig too? There we go, looking amazing.
Very lovely, honey. It's made for you. Would you like us to wrap it up? Or would that special someone prefer you to wear it home?
I think I'll wear it home.
It's creepy.
Just what we thought. That will be 60 buckazoids, sicko.
He's embracing his feminine side. We don't have enough... Oh wait, do we have enough money? No, we only got 39 buckazoids. So what happens if we try to just leave here? Looking fab. I think if we try to leave, we get kicked out. They probably would. They probably would. There's nothing wrong with a little cross-dressing
You should know
though.
by now that you can't just take things without paying for them.
We should know that by now, but we've not learned our lesson. Alright, we'll come back.
This guy looks like the living torso. He probably works for an intergalactic freak show.
Smell him.
Sulfur. This shopper smells as though it comes from a planet where the only showers are volcanic ones. As much as we enjoy seeing you get in trouble, we must warn you that this type of behavior is universally considered either rude or amorous, which could get you either killed or married.
Robots will make a can out of you, like a can of soup. Creamer Roger. Alright, so I think it's the last shop on the loop, so we're gonna go back. I think, can we go to the software store yet? That one's got some good stuff on it. Yes, it's been cleared out. Alright.
Sorry, but the crowd completely cleaned out my stock of Sierra software. The only thing that's left is boring home and business application software, along with a few inferior games. But feel free to look around anyway.
Inferior.
If you're here to return something, forget it. We have a strict no returns policy. I'd like to help you out, guy, but you know how corporations are.
I'll bet. Alright, what we got?
The software selection seems to be pretty slim, except for the bargain bin near the entrance. The clerk was right. Only boring applications software remains. The clerk is keeping his eye on you. The clerk was right.
I'd keep an eye on me too.
Ah, the distinctive aroma of Centauri Moon number 5.
What are you? What am I? We're...
It's you, Roger Wilco, space guy.
We're the space guy.
Nah, you'd rather not. Nothing happens. It needs salt. It tastes like nothing you'd ever want to put your tongue on again.
Okay, we gotta look in the bargain bin.
A bargain bin containing discount software.
What do we get? I'm not too sure. It's an unknown species. So who knows? Alright, we've got some titles in here. A little hunt around.
Presenting the latest in the award-winning King's Quest series from the still active mind of aging Roberta Williams III, latest in the award-winning Roberta Williams series, what happens when Old Man Graham and his family are kicked out of Daventry Condo Association? You'll meet the fabulous Bernoulli brothers, Professor C.D. Romberg, and of course
C.D. Romberg.
Rumpelstiltskin, over 12 gigabytes in length.
Not Rumpelstiltskin. Keep it. 54 Buckazoids.
You don't have that much money.
King's Quest 48, yeah.
Didn't find anything you like, huh?
I haven't finished looking yet, mate. Settle down, alright? What else we got? Boom.
The latest bomb from master storyteller Maury Bryanarty, Boom, is a post-Holocaust adventure set in post-Holocaust America after the Holocaust. Neutron bombs have eradicated all life, leaving only you to wander through the wreckage. No other characters, no conflict, no puzzles, no chance of dying, and no interface make this the easiest to finish game yet. Just boot it up and watch it explode.
You want that one? Sounds pretty good.
You don't have that much money.
We're so poor. Alright, what else have we got? I've done those two.
It's here at last, with a combination of SAI, Simulated Artificial Intelligence, and VRAI, Virtually Real Artificial Intelligence. We at Max This Software have created a simulated simulator experience that's unlike anything you've ever simulated playing before. With SimSim, you can create a simulated environment in which you can create any simulated environment you want.
Damn, that sounds amazing. Let's get it. 47 as well.
You don't have that much money.
God damn it. We're too poor for this bargain bin. We didn't look at that one yet.
Following closely on the heels of his hit Tic-Tac-Toe construction set, Phil Fudge does it again. Using a simple point-and-click interface, you construct the checkerboard of your dreams. Fill in an 8x8 grid with squares of your choice, red or black, in any arrangement, as long as it's alternating. Don't like it? Erase it and start all over again. Requires MCGA, CGA, VGA, PGA, or Ta-ra-ra-boom-GA.
Virtual machine nesting in like, well, we're not in 1991, we're in like 2000 and who knows, some crazy year.
You don't have that much money.
It's by Scumsoft. We don't want to deal with Scumsoft. We've done those ones. What's this one?
From the folks who brought you Astro Chicken. When it comes to stimulating chickens, Chuck Egger is the expert. And now you can learn from him. Design the chicken of your choice. Over 40 options including lips, no lips, and laying frequency. And take your creation for a wild ride over real barnyard scenery based on an authentic flight model of a chicken. You're in for a peck of fun now.
Oh, that sounds amazing. 46, this one's slightly cheaper.
You don't have that much money.
Prefer no chicken? You can't play a chicken simulator without a chicken. What about no lips? Chickens don't even have lips. I'm confused. Maybe the chickens in the future have lips. Maybe they've evolved. Alright, what's this one?
It's the newest in the wacky Jaime Lipschitz series. Jaime, son of a wealthy New York furrier, has gone wild with Dad's frequent flyer vouchers again. Can you track Jaime down and bring him home to meet the girl Mom's picked out for him? Hold on to your yarmulke. Yes, Jaime Lipschitz strikes again. 640K, Ronald MT32, and 3.5 circumcision required.
What? Okay. 43 Buckazoids.
You don't have that much money.
Alright, what are we? We're getting to the bottom of the barrel here.
Head for the hills, it's coming, and this time it's hungry. It Came for Dessert is a thrilling action-adventure in which a mob of pushy, overweight relatives invade your kitchen. Armed with only a Jell-O mold and a pastry bag, you must repel the invaders, always keeping an eye on your blood sugar level. It's the merriest mix-up since Enemoware's fabulous Defender of the Crown Rib Roast.
43.
You don't have...
Damn it. Alright, we've got one more left.
The two guys from Andromeda's latest sci-fi comedy, Space Quest 4, will give you hours of frustration.
That's what we're playing.
Unless you have this hint book. Want to know how to get the dog into the hanging basket?
Yes.
Want to find out how to attach the melon? Buy
Definitely.
this hint book and it all becomes obvious. You'll hit your head and say, boy, how stupid could I have been? A moron could have figured this out. I must be a real dimwit, a pathetic nimno, a wretched, idiotic excuse for a human being not to have figured out these simple puzzles in the first place. Try it and see.
How much is this one? 5. Whew. I think that's in our budget.
Ah! I see you've made a selection from our box of slop, bargain bin.
Alright, we better pay him. What if we don't pay him? Bargain. Sorry, mate, we're just...
Excuse me, sir.
Oh.
Would you like to pay for that?
Sorry, I guess so. Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, we got a hint book. We finally bought a book after all that, yep. Looking at all those amazing software titles, we got a book. Alright.
An SQ4 hint book.
Let's check it out. Alright, what do we got? Page 1. Question. I'm in a long tunnel with a light visible at the far end. What should I do? You can read it. Yes. Maybe you are having a near-death experience. Go for it. Haven't you ever seen Poltergeist? Go into the light, Carol Ann. Some more very old references. Alright, question. The wound where the tentacled venomite ripped my larynx out keeps getting infected. Help. Have you been picking at it again? That'll only make it worse. Have you found the iodine dispenser? Have you found the bottle of peroxide? Have you found the salt shaker? Mix the iodine into the peroxide and shake some salt into it. Apply the mixture to the wound. Scrape yourself off the ceiling and get on with the game. I can't seem to find the one-armed man anywhere. Ask Bob. Oh, of course. Should have thought of that. Who do you think you're fooling? There's no one-armed man. You made it all up, Kimball. Turn yourself in. You can't find the one-armed man, so don't bother looking. Okay, he's at the carnival. I can't hear what the two guys at the bar are saying. Have you tried typing listen to men? Oh, that's right. This is a parcelless game. Click the ear icon on the men. Oh, that's right. There's no ear icon. Click the eye icon on the men. That didn't help either, did it? Did you think it would? Just fooling.
We get signal.
There's no way to hear what they're saying.
How are you, gentlemen? All your Speemar belong to us.
Gomi10, thank you for the raid. How is it going? The space questing is going well. You've come at a bad time. You've caught me looking up hints for the game. Damn it. How's it going though? How are you guys doing? What were you playing tonight? Are you still playing, what's it called? Oh my god, I forgot what it's called. Dink Smallwood. Or are you finished with Dink Smallwood now? I've added that one to my list now because you're still playing it. Nice. Close to the end. Cool. I don't think I ever finished that back in the day, but like, yeah, I remember playing that game and just thinking it was hilarious at the time. So I've added that to my list. So I'm gonna be playing that one at some point. Should be pretty cool because that one's got like, I think you said it's got like a whole like it's got like a whole modding community to it or something. Sounds pretty cool. I don't know if I'd check out any mods for it, but I definitely play the original. Alright, we're looking at some hints for Space Quest 4, although according to our game title bar, we're in Space Quest 10 at the moment. So I'm not sure what good these hints are going to do us. Strawberry is to sky as fire engine is to blueberry. India. Good dental hygiene. Putting the keycard into the slot and the Dracometer and turning on the viewfinder. Of course. We've got quite a few. Holy Jesus, there's a lot of hints in here. I don't remember there being this many. I'm in the stupid time pod. Where else can I go? This one sounds like it could be helpful to us. Modding community for it is going strong, which was a delightful surprise. Interesting. Do they have like, what kind of modding stuff? Have you looked at any of it? Do they just have like graphical mods? Like quality of life mods? Or like ones that add more content? Or like kind of like a mixture of all of those? Extra quests, nice. Okay. That's pretty cool. It's like crazy that a game from like that long ago that was freeware, I'm pretty sure, has like such like strong support still. It's pretty cool. Alright, well, where else can we go in the time pod? Where do you think? Someplace where the sun don't shine. Eulent's Flats, if you had the coordinates. If you remember, Eulent's Flats we visited in Space Quest 1.
Oh, great. Only half the answer showed. It must be a defective hint module.
God damn it. We've only got half of the code. It's useless to us. We should probably note it down though. I'm sure we can find the other half somewhere. Alright, so we've got like a C, we've got an I. And like, what's that? A 3? Kind of looks like a 3. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I don't actually remember much from Dink Smallwood. I remember the pigs at the start. And you can like stab them or something. And I remember that was just like, it blew my mind at the time because I hadn't played anything like that as a small child. It's like, whoa. Alright, when I try to splice the VidLink cable to the Venusian holomat, I end up irradiating myself with deadly plutonium. What do I do now? Good question. So far, our best solution is to seal yourself in a 50 by 50 foot block of concrete. Then bury yourself at least 1,500 feet deep, preferably in an unpopulated, undeveloped area. Avoid salt mines or areas where corrosion may breach the concrete. Try not to talk to or touch anybody or anything for the next 50,000 years. Okay, good advice. There's a large, slimy creature blocking the door to the custodian's room in the Megmathian building. That's not even a question. Okay, fair. Didn't remember much either, just the ducks and yes, there's fireballs, that's right. Ducks sounds familiar too, actually. I'm looking forward to playing that one. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good fun. It's yeah, it's on GOG, right? It's on my wish list. I don't think I've bought it yet, but it's pretty damn cheap, so I'll probably just grab it, regardless if it's on sale or not. Okay, how do I get past the large, slimy creature blocking the door to the custodian's room in the Megmathian building? What do you think he's waiting for? He's undoubtedly waiting for a custodian. If he wants a custodian, he probably needs some of that awful pine-scented sawdust. Give pine-scented sawdust to creature. Oh, it's free. Oh, it's even better. I didn't actually look at the price when I wishlisted it, so nice. Okay. I was gonna say like it was freeware to begin with, so it would be kind of weird if you had to pay for it. I've got the book on running the suborbital Surrey. What do I do with it? This one's easy. Read it. Make note of any particularly important features and events. Excuse me. Did you enjoy the book? Why or why not? Explain your answer, giving examples from the text. Be brief. Man, there's like so many pages. I'm in a strange room inside the supercomputer. Scary eyeball-looking things stare at me. Biomechanical bones liven up the area nicely. How do I get the door open? Use the Ovaltine, Roger. The Jaws of Life would be most helpful. Since neither of these items are in the game, try this code. 54321. Okay, we're gonna leave this one because this is actually relevant later. Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. We'll call your family and the hospital right away, Miss Fletcher. That's probably another old reference that I do not get. There's many of those in this game. I've just started the game and I've got the ampoule of Megahole 256, the wad of chewing tobacco, and the open can of classic DNA. What now? What now? What more did you want? Have you tried inhaling the Megahole 256? Have you tried chewing the wad of tobacco? Have you tried sipping some classic DNA? That one is a reference to a medical service aid. Oh, okay. I'm assuming like an American ad, which is definitely why I wouldn't get it. Would definitely have not seen that one. But that's cool to know if that's the reference. I think there's a couple on here that went over my head and then I like had to Google them. Presume American, okay. What's this? Gosh, those things didn't work. Put the tobacco and the ampoule into the can and shake. Go to the room with the defibrillator. Pour the mixture into it and go 3 screens to the left. After the explosion, go back into the room and take the ID chip from the dead guard. Get into the pod, go to the horse's asteroid, fight the security drones, and put the ID chip into the second servo booth. Climb into the subsystem computer and use the laser rasp to access the vector panel. Cut the green and lavender wires and step back. You win. Congratulations. This is definitely like point and click game logic for some puzzles. I install the game as per instructions and the game freezes up. What am I doing wrong? Your computer room is too cold. Make sure your thermostat is set above 32 degrees. Advertising some electric necklace or bracelet. Oh, yep. Medical help would come. Yes. We have ads for that kind of thing here, but probably not the same ad and probably not the same product, I guess, as well. Is there a fix available for this? I walked into the first room and get the message, oops, you tried something we didn't think of. Oops, you asked something we didn't think of. My computer has a 5.25 inch drive and this game comes in 3.5 inch only. How can I get a bigger disc? So far, there are no good methods. Don't fall for ads depicting miracle methods such as pumps, hormone pills, or injections. Your best bet is to tell yourself that it's not the size that counts. Oh, wait, did you say disc? Okay. Well, this will be handy later, but that's our handbook. It's a good $5 well spent. Or 5 buckazoids, should I say. Alright. So now it is time to save. We'll call this one hints. This is an awkward angle. The game is an awkward angle. Like the isometric. Alright, it's time to get ourselves a job. We've got shoes now. This guy wouldn't hire us without shoes. We also didn't have pants, but he didn't seem to mind that. It's just the shoes that was the problem. See, no shirt, no shoes, no service. No pants on the other hand.
This is just one of over 2.5 million monolith burger franchises scattered around the known universe.
No, it wasn't. I didn't see that.
This is just one. It's the gruff, unpersonable manager of this particular monolith burger franchise.
Franchise.
Famous mono sauce number 2. Famous mono sauce.
Can we taste?
Sucking on a bottle of mustard doesn't seem to satisfy your hunger.
We need a proper burger, proper meal.
Sucking on a bottle of ketchup doesn't seem to satisfy your hunger no matter what the government thinks. Maybe it would be unwise to order a bacon burger.
What? What does that even mean?
Smells like a synthesized version of an ancient vegetable sauce. Smells like a synthesized... Woo! This dude smells like a pigsty.
Alright. We should chat to this man. You're into the ketchup? Yeah, me too.
I'd like,
We're out of it. We're out of everything, including employees.
We can help with that. How do we... Oh, do we...
You talk to...
No, how do we do the job?
This is just...
Sarah, I will take your job. You don't want to ask for a burger made out of him. Yeah, maybe that's the secret ingredient. That's where they get the bacon flavoring from.
Would you like to apply for a job?
Sure. Yes, I'm hard up for cash.
You would, huh? Well, this is the greatest opportunity you've ever had, kid. Benefits up the wazoo, and if you stick with me half an hour or so, I'll make you my assistant manager. Now, how would you like that?
Half an hour or so.
Gee, thanks.
Let's do it. I didn't actually...
Warning, the following sequence contains explicit arcade action and is not recommended for die-hard adventure players, the arcade squeamish, or those with poor to non-existent motor skills.
Let me at it. I love a challenge. Or please let me wimp out. But can I have the cash? I forgot to check how much the dress and wig that we need to buy cost. But we're just going to play through this.
This is so easy.
Get as much money as we can.
Could probably do it. Burger comes out of the oven. Drop on your lettuce, your pickle, squeeze on your mayo, squirt on your mustard, on goes your ketchup, top it off with your sesame seed bun. You make 'em my way, and if you mess up enough times, you're out of here. Got it?
I got it.
If you need to know how to run the assembly line, read the sign. Just click it with the mouse or press R.
Alright, so we go lettuce, pickle, mayo, mustard, ketchup, bun. We're good. We can actually turn the speed down here. When it will let me. There we go. So they go a bit slower. Now this screen has some interesting things to click.
I'm lettuce. Real old lettuce. Lay me down on the burger. I like to go first.
Bite me, I'm the pickle.
Bite me, I'm the pickle.
Beef at its finest.
Hi, I'm mayonnaise. I'm cholesterol-laden and ready to clog an artery when given the chance.
I'm your mustard. Squeeze me. Hello, I'm the ketchup. Did you know there's more sugar in me than in ice cream? It's a fact.
It's true, I think.
I'm your permabuns. Nothing goes out of here unless it's in me.
You talk to yourself. There is...
We can't talk to them, we can smell them.
Get your nose off me. What do I look like? A nostril mat?
A nostril mat? Is that even a thing?
I'm the pickle. I smell like vinegar on a spring morning.
Okay, we better try and make a burger quick. Oh god, we might not have enough time here. I think you can fail like 3 times and then you get kicked out. Jam has a lot of sugar. I actually made some jam not long ago. some plum jam. It's very good, but yeah, it has a ton of sugar. Like cups and cups of sugar. It's pretty crazy. That's like, but that's what preserves it, is all the sugar in it. But yeah, pretty nuts. Yeah, it's like, it's funny because they obviously, it doesn't serve any purpose to animate and like hire voice actors for the ingredients. It's just like a random thing they decided to do. All right, we're sniffing things, all right? So we're up to.
There's that Monolith Burger's secret smell.
Shoe rag. Shoe rag, shoe rag.
Don't bother. I'm really quite bland.
Pungent, eh?
Yeah, that's right. No smell. Better no smell than a bad one.
I smell like any other set of 299-year-old buns.
I'm lettuce. I taste like an old leaf. Okay?
Okay.
Hey, this belongs to someone else.
I taste like crunchy toe jam sauteed in vinegar.
Okay. We got $2 so far. Yeah, I agree. How does he know what they taste like? That's what I want to know.
Some people think I taste oily. I don't think so. Do you?
I mean, you can sometimes, depending how you've been
ahead.
made.
Take a big lick, old Mr. Mustard. You'll be sorry.
I'm the best little condiment you ever tasted.
Yeah.
You know I am, really. I'm not kidding, I am.
That's true. Can't lick the meat patty, but everything else is fine.
I am a permabun. While I have absolutely no taste, I do have a shelf life of 3 centuries.
Amazing. Yeah, I think that's all the things you can do with these.
You talk to yourself.
Wait.
You talk to you. You talk. You'd better not. Something might answer.
I mean, things have been answering already. Okay, we gotta get back to our job. We're gonna get fired. Perma-ban, not perma-bun. Okay, we'll speed it up a little bit. It does slowly get faster. Until the point where you like can't do it anymore. I don't know how much we need though. How much money do we have? We have 38 buckazoids. I think it eventually just gets to a point where it's like you're done. Or like the machine breaks or something. Pickle, mayo, mustard, ketchup, bun. I'm trying to think if like they had games in this era that were like, you know how there's a lot of cooking games nowadays where you prepare meals. I'm trying to think if there was any games like in this era of that style, or if this was kind of like the first kind of version of it. Faster. It's gonna get faster. Don't you worry. We get to the point where we lose our job. We'll turn up a little bit. But yeah, I don't know if there was any cooking games. There probably was. There was a lot of like DOS games and stuff like around this time. Lots of real weird, crazy ones. I remember we used to like, as a family, we used to buy the like CD-ROM game collections, which would have like, I don't know, like 20 something games on them, but most of them were just for all crap. You'd buy it for like, I don't know, like 20 bucks or something. Get like 20 games. They're mostly shit. Can double it. I feel like I would fail if I doubled it. We'll get fired. Turn up a little bit. $11. Ooh, speeding up. think if you fail it before you get enough money, it'll let you come back and try again. Until you have enough money. And then he'll just kick you out and be like, never come back here.
Keep your hand.
Ah, I missed. But yeah, this part of the game is just so random how it has like has animated characters for all the ingredients and then also like voice actors for all the ingredients. I never actually like knew this was a part of the game when I played this when I was younger. I don't actually know if I even got up to this bit when I was younger because of all the like timing issues with the game being based on like CPU clock cycles. Getting quick now, we might be in trouble. $19. Yeah, you basically can. Well, it's not really cheating, it's like, it still gets hard, like if we put it to there. I think you can get to like 30 something dollars before it gets too hard to do. Or I think if it gets to 30 something, then something happens and you have to stop. Like the machine breaks or something. Can't quite remember. Like, I don't think it keeps going indefinitely. Or maybe it just gets to the point where it's too fast. Probably speed it up a little bit. God, the music's going for it now. How much money do we have? 59. Oh, that's okay. It's adding, right? 25. It's adding. Cool. So we have 60.
Don't.
Ah. $60. I feel like we need like 70 something from memory, but I could be wrong. We'll just keep going though. I think Roger might have found a new profession. Might give up his janitorial days. Become a professional burger maker.
You can't.
Ah! Still not super fast. Speed it up a bit more. What does the sign do? Master Burger 2000, this notice must be posted whenever the Master Burger 2000 is in use. The hand icon, the hand cursor must be active in order to pick up and install condiments. Keyboard, blah blah blah. Yeah. Moving the joystick. Man, imagine playing this with a joystick. That's craziness.
You can't.
We used to have a joystick, but it was like the creakiest joystick ever. Whenever you'd like move it, it would creak like crazy. Mostly used it for playing Descent. Descent was pretty fun with a joystick. $35, or maybe it's, for some reason I'm thinking $36. I think. That number just feels like familiar to me. Maybe not. I don't actually know how much we need. I feel like from memory it was somewhere in 60s or 70s. But I'm pretty sure the machine breaks down at some point, once you have enough. Or maybe I'm thinking of the arcade machine from Space Quest 1. Because I think that breaks down once you have enough. We're just too good at our job. $40 per burger made. I feel like that wouldn't be a bad way to get paid. Because if you could make at least a burger a minute, that's like $60 an hour. That's pretty decent. It's definitely like more than minimum wage. Monolith Burgers is the place to get a job. Is it getting faster still, or has it stopped getting faster? I feel like it's just one speed now. I feel like we've probably got enough now to trick the system. You mean with the speed adjustment? Or with my $1 an hour? Or $1 a burger, sorry, not $1 an hour. I kind of like... Ooh, can't jam time. Jamming out to the burger music. Jamming out to the burger making. I kind of want to just stop because we've probably got enough now, but I'm also curious to see how far it lets you go.
You can't.
Shut up. Don't tell me what I can't do. See you next Friday, yeah. Just play this for the rest of the week. Is it getting faster, do you reckon? I feel like it's not. We must see what happens though. Yeah. We'll speed it up a little bit. Add to the difficulty. It's not really that fast. I remember it getting so fast to the point that you just can't do it anymore. But like, it's not really that fast. We're just too good at burger making. Almost to $60. We haven't even been doing this for an hour, so like, we could be making more than $60 an hour.
Keep your...
Ah.
Keep your...
Okay, we'll go to like 70 and then we'll stop. I'm pretty sure it doesn't let you go too high because then you'll have enough money to like be able to afford some of the other stuff in the shop. And it doesn't want you to do that. Making so many burgers. $70. I'm gonna keep going. I said 70, but I want to see how high we can go. 100, yeah, we can try to get to 100. I don't think it lets you. From memory, it gets to some amount and then it makes you stop.
You can't...
I thought it was like 60 something, but I guess not. $76.
Don't.
Ooh, we almost missed that one. I feel like maybe it's getting slightly faster. Get to 80.
Keep your hand.
81. I think you can mess up like 3 burgers before they fire you.
Don't mess.
No. I've been expecting you. It was foretold by gyromancy.
Hey, Cyrus. We're making burgers. Do you want a burger? You can only have it made this way. Lettuce, pickle, mayo, mustard, ketchup. Okay, it's definitely getting faster. Okay, this must be what happens. We're gonna turn it down. Oh no. That was getting faster. Now it's gonna start screwing with us. McDonald's boy, yes. We're a Monolith Burger employee. We are the best employee they have. We're the only employee they have, but we're still the best employee. We're getting $1 a burger here. This is some crazy rates for a fast food job. Just imagine it. I'd be working fast food if I got paid $1 a burger. 90 bucks. We're gonna see if we can get to 100. It's kind of too slow now. It's weird that it randomly sped up before. Make up to $400 an hour, I know, right? You could make so much money. $1 a burger. That doesn't sound like much, $1 a burger. Concerning burgers are like, what, like at least $5 now per burger? Someone should do that. They should like try and get a job somewhere and get it written into their contract that they get paid $1 a burger they make. Be crazy rich. $3,000, you reckon? How many? We're making more than what? Maybe 3 or 4 a minute here? It's like maybe less than 20 seconds per burger, so like, yeah, 3 or 4 a minute. It's a lot of money. Can we break into triple digits here? That's a lot of money. I'm keen for that. Everyone would be working in fast food. Fast food would be like the most sought after job. Sounds pretty good to me. $2 months you're in it. I don't know. I don't know. I could just make burgers. Especially if I was getting paid that much. It's too slow. $100. Yes. This is surely going to stop us at some point, right? We've done one bad burger so far. What if you had to? What if you got $1 a burger, but you had to make them look like they look in the pictures? You know how they always look like amazing in the picture, and then what you get is like just flat, so like someone sat on it or made it like blindfolded. If you to get $1, you have to make them like perfectly like the picture. Otherwise, you get nothing. I feel like it would still be viable. Yeah. This is how they make it in McDonald's.
You can't.
Still going. It did speed up weirdly before, and then doesn't seem to be getting any faster. Turn up a bit more. It's broken. It's supposed to stop. I swear it stops you at some point. I thought it stopped you at like $68 or somewhere, but it's going. It's going and going. Maybe we can go buy some more software from the software bin. We couldn't afford it before, but now we'll be able to. Yeah, so you can, I think you can get like 3 burgers wrong and then they fire you, which is usually how it ends. But I thought there was like a cutoff as well, like something happens once you hit a certain amount of money and then it stops you. But it doesn't seem to be. I don't remember making this much money. $45, yeah, but we've got like $116. So we could at least buy like 1.
You can't
do that. Maybe 2. I wonder if it'll let you buy it, because we're supposed to be buying the clothes, but actually I think it closes. I think once you start working here, the shop closes. From memory. So you can't do it. Yeah, who needs clothes? Just buy games.
Keep your head. Don't.
We're gonna be here forever. I'm very curious how far we can go though.
You can't.
Can we get to 150? Oh no. Oh no. What the hell? Why is there so many damn selling bots in here? Gonna interrupt my burger making. Alright, you're getting yeeted. And you're getting yeeted. Get out! Get out of my burger joint. Throwing off my mustard game. Sound like Napoleon Dynamite.
Don't.
I've had like, that's the third bot, spam bot I've had in here tonight, and we had like 4 or 5 last night. That's crazy. They're all just like everywhere now. I used to like barely get them. Okay, we're gonna try to go to 150. You're a bot too? Oh shit. Do I need to eat you as well? What are you selling? Yeah, tell me what you're selling first and then I'll decide.
You can't.
Cakes. What kind of cakes? I'm listening. What kind of cakes? Maybe you can stick around.
You can't do.
Don't tell me that. The best birthday cakes. What if it's not my birthday though? Can I only buy them on my birthday? Okay, we're getting close. Stick them in the fridge until my birthday. What if my birthday's like 364 days away? It'll still be good. They're packed with preservatives. Oh god, now it's getting fast.
Don't keep.
Oh, I fucked up. Slow it down. It's annoying you can't change the speed until a burger appears. Now we're back to slow. Okay, turn it up a little bit. More than that. Still too slow, come on. It might hold for a year? Damn. What are you putting in these cakes? I'm not sure I can sell them on the stream. It's a little bit worrying. I've broken the 150 mark. %, cement burgers. Okay. I guess they're filling at least. Might be a little bit hard to digest and chew and swallow and also pass out the other end, but I guess they'll never go bad. That's one selling point. Come in different flavors of cement. Maybe get like some asphalt patties in there or something. Gravel seasoning. Oh. Whose consumption are they for then? Who am I going to be selling them to? Got to know what the target audience is. This is like Shark Tank. Rock crushers. Okay. I'm not sure if we get a lot of rock crushers on the stream. Might not make many sales. You might have to expand. Maybe try some new ingredients. Yeah. I've only seen like 3 rock crushers on here recently, so oh, we got a fish. Fishing time. Maybe you can sell some fish. What'd you get? Yellow mandarin fish. It's worth a fair amount. It's a pretty nice looking fish. Pretty nice looking fish you got there. Be a shame if something happened to it. Spinach cake. Who's going to be eating those? A thong. One thong. You got to try and find the other one now. Gotta make a pair. Okay. We're still going. At one point I was stopping at 50, but we gotta just see how many burgers we can make. Roger's become money hungry. He's become corrupt. Burger Games corrupted him. He was once a lowly janitor. Now he's a burger maestro. Burger kingpin. Popeye fans will buy... Oh, okay. I thought you meant like Popeye's chicken. I was like, huh? But you mean the other Popeye. The OG Popeye. I feel like that guy probably like boosted spinach sales worldwide whenever his episodes would play. Getting all the kids into the spinach game. Spinach on everything. It's a lie? What's a lie? The cake is a lie? The spinach is a lie. Cake is definitely a lie. Spinach is a lie too. Oh shit.
You can't do.
Popeye was scamming us this whole time? Is that what you're telling me? I can't get swole like him from eating spinach. Just downing cans of spinach.
Don't.
Do they even sell spinach in cans? I feel like that's a weird, like, way to package spinach. Spinach is nasty. I don't feel like it's that bad. Like, maybe on its own it's kind of boring, but it's kind of nice in like a salad. Baby leaf spinach is good spinach. It's definitely better than standard spinach. Adverse health effects. Gas, bloating, cramps, okay. High fiber content. Damn. But I feel like if you ate too much of anything, you'd have these problems. Yeah, in a salad it's pretty good. Babe. Uh-oh. Oh god, the game's freaking out. We made too many burgers. What if it just crashed? Can we save? Getting worried. Lose all of our money if it crashed. We're gonna go to 200.
Don't.
We can do it. I swear when I played this game last, or at least when I played it when I was younger, you could get to like $70 and then it would force you to stop. This is still going.
Want some rye?
Oh.
Of course you do.
Time for a
Here's to
drink.
us.
All this burger making is getting us thirsty. Thirsty for some rye. That's the sound you make if you eat too much spinach.
You can't.
You can't do that. Almost there. $5 more. I feel like it's just not gonna stop. I think we'll get to 200 and then we'll stop. What do you reckon? Should we stop at 200? Greedy's DLC, what? Call it quits at 200 maybe.
Keep your hand.
I feel like there's no end to this. I thought there was. I feel like I remember there being an end. Maybe I was wrong. I feel like we've still got a lot of like, look, our speed's still pretty damn high. We could drop the speed way low and just keep going. I feel like we could get to 300 pretty easy. But I don't know if we should do this. I don't know if this is a good idea. Probably gonna get like carpal tunnel syndrome just from making burgers. Should save more often? Yeah, I probably should. It's the story of my life. What are we gonna go to? How many burgers should we make? We've made 200 burgers. 207 burgers. That's a lot of burgers.
You can.
I think we've only got one more life left. They are getting faster now. So we should probably do this. Oh, now it's too slow. It's too damn slow. $210 burgers. I need to change my stream title to Burger Simulator. McDonald's live stream. We gotta talk to the pickle again.
I taste like crunchy toe jam sauteed in vinegar.
There we go. I'm revitalized now.
Keep your hand. Don't.
I'm lettuce. I taste like an old leaf. Okay?
Okay. Oh, what should we go to? 250? I said 100, and then I said 150, and then I said 200, but I'm possessed now. I'm possessed by the burger. The need to burger.
You can't
do that. More pickle.
Keep your hand.
Touch the buns. Okay, we're gonna go to 250 and then I'm gonna stop. I do need to go to bed at some point, so. It's been a long shift.
Pungent, eh?
I am the best little condiment you ever tasted. You know I am, really. I'm not kidding, I am.
I believe you. $220. Save. Alright. Burgers have been updated. We're going for a world record here.
I'm the pickle. I smell like vinegar on a spring morning.
Don't.
World record for burger making.
You can't.
What?
Don't.
I feel like I'm turning the speed down to make it easier, and then it gets really fast. Sorry, what am I saying? I turn it down and then it's too slow, so then I turn it up, and then it's fine for a while, and then it gets really fast. So I turn it down, but then it seems
you can't.
Like I end up turning it back up to the same speed. It's weird. Maybe it just throws like a random fast one at you every now and then.
Don't.
To make you fail. Okay, 250. We're gonna stop at 250. Wait, how much money do we have? 260. We'll get to 300. We're gonna get a nice round $300, or at least try to. So we need to get to like 267. Another 40 burgers. We can do it.
Don't. Keep your hand.
230. What are we at?
It would
stop. 264. So we need 36 burgers. So 264. Wait. We need 36 burgers. So 266. Sorry. 266 burgers. We're gonna be rich. Found a loophole in the system.
Keep your.
I'm gonna be a millionaire by morning.
You can't. You can't.
You can't do that.
You can't.
I smell like any other set of 299-year-old buns.
You can't.
Keep missing my mayo. It's no good.
Go ahead, take a big lick, old Mr. Mustard. You'll be sorry.
You'll be sorry. $266 is our target. And we'll have exactly 300 buckazoids.
I'm Lettuce. Real old Lettuce. Lay me down on the booger. I like to go first.
Like to go first.
You can't do...
Bite me, I'm the pickle.
Bite me, I'm the pickle.
Don't.
Uh oh. Getting distracted by pickles. That's how I lost my last job.
Don't.
Ah. Alright, 22 burgers to go. 21 burgers, technically. Saving. I'm saving, don't you worry. There we go.
Keep your...
Burger progress has been saved.
The top half of a hamburger bun.
Whoa.
Beef at its finest. It's more unimportant.
Bite me, I'm the pickle.
I'm Lettuce.
It doesn't have a voice for the burger bun for that one. Weird. Only has it for like taste.
Hey,
Wait, it only has it if you do it at the start.
I'm your permabuns. Nothing goes out of here unless it's in me.
Creepy. What about me? Do I go out of here? Do I have to be inside you? $2.49.
You can't keep your hand.
Yeah. What are we at? 283. Wait. 17 more buns. We'll get to 260 and then we'll check. So many burgers.
You can't.
I feel like we'd be run out of pickles at this point. 252 pickles later. Still going strong.
Keep your head.
Don't bother. I'm really quite bland.
$2.55. What if it encountered a memory error now? $2.55. Let's reset to 0. I feel like when I go to... Oh shit. When I go to sleep tonight, I'm just gonna have this music playing in my brain. Playing in my dreams. I dream about biting pickles while this music plays. Alright, 260. 261.
Nothing.
Oh god. 295, so we need to make 5 more burgers. Then we quit. Quitting our job. We're done. Going back to being a janitor. What was that, 2? 3? I don't know why I thought this had an end to it. Apparently it does not. It does not have an end. Maybe it does if you just keep going for a very long time. What was that? One more?
Nothing.
Stop doing that. Stop it. 300. Okay, one more for good luck. Alright. We're done. Whole burger adventure is over. 269? Oh god, I don't think we have time. Okay.
You can't. Don't.
I'm a natural at making burgers. There we go. We're stopping at 269. That's it. I think if we miss this one, then that's 3 that we've missed, so. That person's just getting a patty. That's it. No burger top. Just a burger bottom and a patty. Oh, it's still going. What? I thought it was 3 that you could get wrong. 270.
You can.
Now I'm just got my second wind. Second burger wind. Forever. Can't quit. We're too good at our job, they decided. You're never allowed to leave.
Don't.
Just make burgers for the rest of your life. Okay, we'll go to 300.
You can't.
Might as well. I think if we mess up another one, that's it though. I don't feel like it's getting any faster though. Save.
Keep your
hands to yourself.
Keep your hands.
Some stimulating gameplay right here. 300 burgers.
You can't do. Don't.
How do they even have this many customers? How do they have this many pickles? Alright, 15 more burgers, 14 more burgers, 48k a month. Wow. 300 burgers in an hour. How long have I been making these for? I feel like it's probably almost been an hour. I don't remember when we started making burgers.
Don't.
Nearly an hour, Jesus. What a thrilling stream. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost to our target.
Don't.
Bow to your sensei!
Bow to your burger sensei. Just 13 people currently enthralled by burger making.
Don't.
Oh, I feel like it's getting a little quicker now. Maybe? Can't tell.
Stop it. Get some help.
I should get some help. I'm gonna quit my job tomorrow and start working at McDonald's after this. I'm gonna send them this video along with my resume. This will be my resume. I don't even send anything else. Alright, 300 burgers. We done? I think we're done. What if it doesn't finish here? Do we keep going? Still going! Oh my god. We're never getting fired. Forever. I want to see my family.
Don't.
Haven't seen my wife in 13 years. I don't know, maybe. We'll go to 310 and then we'll fail another one.
You can't.
See what happens. Millionaire. I haven't seen my wife in 13 years, but I'm a millionaire. I never want to see another pickle again.
Keep your hand.
Alright, one more burger.
You can't.
Can't. Don't tell me what I can't do. Alright, 310. One pickle. There we go. That's what they're getting. Special order. Still not fired? What the fuck? How many is that? It's like 5 or 6. Yeah. It's gonna be on the news tomorrow.
Don't
move over banana clicking game. This is burger clicking game.
Don't.
This is where it's at. Okay, we're gonna go to 320. Then we'll fail another one. I'm pretty sure it's not an amount in a row though. I'm sure it's like a total. Oh god, it's getting way faster now.
Keep your hand.
Help! Slow my burger down. Look, we can still drop this like crazy low. Like we could, we could just be going for ages. Oh well, I missed it. Oh no, I missed an ingredient. I missed a sauce. Oh, it's still going. It's a little slow though. Wait. This is where we had it, I think, roughly there. But it seems to speed up for like one burger and then go back to normal. Did I put the pickle on? I think I put the pickle on. Alright, 320. Send it. Oh no, we can adjust the speed. No, we're still employed.
Keep your hand.
We're here forever. Can never leave. Save, okay. We can never leave. Remember when I said I was going to stop at 50 burgers? I remember that. Okay, 330. 325. We'll go 325. Then a fail. That's too old as shit. It is 2 AM. Holy crap. Okay.
Don't.
I should probably sleep as well. But first, I must burger. Okay, 325. This has got to be the last one, right? Just mayo in a bun. Custom order. Nope, still not fired. Lettuce in a bun. How is it still going? I don't understand this. What the fuck? I feel like we've got like 10 burgers wrong. Maybe it does have to be a certain amount in a row. I thought it was just a total. And I thought it was only like 3 or 4. Well, we got like almost 10 wrong, I think.
Keep your...
Okay, 330. What are we gonna do? Mayo, sauce, pickle. It's like a creamy mayo cheeseburger almost, without the cheese. Am I done? I got fired, finally! What the hell?
You're fired! My janitor could do a better job than you could.
Come on, mate. I am the janitor. Well, we made ourselves $364 making burgers. Well, technically not that much, but close enough. Good job, Roger. Now you can avoid that beautiful dress. But first we've got to... I'm going to chase down that cigar that he threw at us. Yes, I will save. Oh yeah, see the software store's closed.
It's a cigar, but not much more than a butt.
But not much more than a butt.
Jeez. You wonder what pachyderm-scented grease loaf contributed this used cigar to the decor.
We know which one.
It's against the third law. It's against... You don't know this cigar's history, but you'd better not try it.
Yes, we finally got fired.
You retrieve the cigar butt.
We got to like 330 burgers. That's a lot of burgers. We got 364 buckazoids. There's a lot of money. But we are now fired, so we must go back to being a janitor. It is our fate.